Number 10. Megan Thee Stallion. Another female rapper, let's take a look at Megan Thee Stallion. Fans started to sniff out drama when Megan unfollowed both Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat on Instagram. While the three had worked together in the past and made fairly successful music, fans started to suggest there was a rift forming between them, taking to social media to say things like, "Megan just unfollowed Nicki and Doja. Nah, my ship is sinking." An Instagram post from The Vault Uncut shared more drama when they posted a photo with a caption about more beef between the two. Doja Cat having apparently told her team to say no to ever working with Megan Thee Stallion again after she had reached out to them. This apparently came from the fact that Doja was now loyal to Nicki Minaj, and Nicki wasn't a very big fan of Megan. Megan, however, seems to be doing fine without them, as she recently released her music video for Plan B just a few days ago. While she still doesn't follow Doja Cat or Nicki Minaj, it's likely we probably won't see them working together for the foreseeable future. Number 6. Lana Del Rey. Famous singer-songwriter Lana Del Rey fell under fire when she made comments about her own place in the industry while attempting to drag others down. She made an incredibly long post on Instagram, but I'll just share with you the relevant highlights. She said, "Now that Doja Cat, Ariana, Camila, Cardi B, Kehlani, and Nicki Minaj and Beyonce have had #1 songs about being sexy, wearing no clothes, cheating, etc., can I please go back to singing about being embodied, feeling beautiful by being in love even if the relationship is not perfect?" She said she was tired of receiving hate for the content of her songs when she was just singing about reality. She then capped off the post by promoting 2 new books and poetry. Many people immediately took to Twitter to note how she only seemed to call out black women in her post. Lana immediately took to the Instagram comments to try and defend herself, saying things like, "I don't care anymore, but don't ever bro call me racist because that is bull." Doja Cat responded with a comment saying, "Gang sunk that dunker," but it was quickly deleted. People interpreted it to mean that she was saying Lana Del Rey had really screwed up with that post.
Number 5. Remy Ma. The rapper sparked an interesting discussion on the internet on the show Drink Champs when she told the world that she didn't think Doja Cat was a rapper. In March, one of the hosts on the podcast casually referred to Doja's music and called her a female rapper, to which Remy Ma responded, quote, "I don't think she's a rapper. Let's be clear with that. They put her in the rapper category. I don't think she's a rapper, but she makes dope records, and I think she's dope." While she clearly praised Doja Cat, it was also apparent why some fans would not like what she said. After the episode aired, hateful comments started to come in left and right, but it was mostly Doja's fan base that started attacking Remy for her opinion. In fact, the online backlash that Remy got just for discussing Doja's genre of music landed her in so much hot water that she brought it up months later. During a recent interview on Black Compass Media, Remy was talking about wanting to bring more female rappers into the battle rap scene, and the host said, "Yo Remy, you trying to line up Doja Cat?" To which she quickly replied, quote, "Don't even bring her up. I thought I was giving her a compliment. Her whole entourage or fan base came for my life. And I was like, I thought I said something good." But the whole incident just pointed out how toxic Doja's fan base can be and how quick they are to attack people around her for no good reason.
Number 4. Plini. Australian guitarist Plini was shocked when he discovered that Doja Cat had sampled his song without credit for her performance at the MTV European Music Awards. He put out a statement on social media saying, "The lack of prior communication about it or proper credit upon release is disappointing, but not particularly surprising in a sector of the industry that is usually more interested in clout than creativity." He also added, "It's being sorted now, but would have been cooler a million views ago." Doja Cat was apparently incredibly apologetic over the situation, sending him a string of voice messages in his Instagram DMs saying she was sorry for the mistake and that she had loved his song. Plini went on to say that receiving the messages was probably the #1 strangest thing that has happened to him in his career. Definitely not everyone is expecting to wake up in the morning to an oral essay from Doja Cat in their DMs. He's continued on in his career and is doing pretty well for himself, currently performing on tour in Australia. Number 2. Nicki Minaj. While Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat seem to be getting along just fine now, with Doja taking Nicki's side against Megan Thee Stallion, they had some beef when Nicki had her 39th birthday last year. It started when one of Nicki's barbs, as she calls her fans, tweeted this in response to Doja's lack of a birthday post, saying, "Doja Cat, since you didn't tell @Nicki Minaj happy birthday, please stop using her style, image, flow, animation, and visuals. You just another Megan that used her." Nicki seemed to agree with the fans soon after tweeting out, Copiers can't even say happy birthday. Lol, this song go. Apparently also thinking that Doja was just a copier. The tweet was later deleted, but Nicki was maybe still a little angry, denying to appear on a song with Doja, which fans took as a sign of a feud. But Nicki stated that it was simply because she thought she couldn't bring anything to the song.
Number 10, Cardi B. Although they may seem to be on good terms now, the two had what could only be called a mini feud in August of 2020. What happened exactly? Well, it all started when Doja did an Instagram live, showing herself rapping along to Cardi B's song Press. The way Doja Cat sang made it sound like she was mocking the way Cardi raps. Doja deepened her voice to match Cardi's, and it sounded like she was shouting in lowercase. But she knew she was going to ruffle a few feathers by joking around, and at the end of the video, she says, "I'ma get cancelled, but bro." I mean, the whole thing was hilarious, of course, but not everybody thought so. Cardi was unimpressed by the impersonation, and she responded in a tweet that said, "Do anything for clout, moo," which was obviously a reference to Doja's viral hit Moo, where she dances around wearing a cow costume and sticks fries in her nose. The singer later explained that she never intended to be rude, she was just hyped up on caffeine. Quote, "I was making fun of the song, but it's a dope song. I acknowledged that as well, and people edited out the parts where I was acknowledging that it was great." The two have since buried the hatchet, but it's clear that at the time the impersonation really struck a chord with Cardi. Number 8, Azelia Banks. These days, we really need to take everything Azelia Banks says with a grain of salt, but no one has tried to warn us more about Doja Cat than her. The controversial rapper went on a huge rant on her Instagram story last year, insulting both her looks and her music. Quote, "Doja makes music for 10-year-olds and is very derivative. Cute girl, but her attempts at witty East Coast Roman reloaded flows are pitiful and not in the least bit amusing. And yes, she looked terrible before she lost weight." Wow. She went on to say that Doja has horrible bars and none of them make any sense. According to Banks, she adds nothing to the music world and needs to step up her pen game. Banks took the insults way too far when she was watching Doja's music video for Juicy. Quote, "This bee is disgusting," and she goes on to say her face looks drunk, tired, and lazy. The rapper also criticized photos from her Interview magazine cover shoot, saying that she deserved better and that there was a disgusting fridge in the background. Doja retweeted Azelia's comments, and in classic Doja fashion, she responded by just saying, "I'm farting in a big way." Her clapbacks are super random but strangely effective.
Number 7, Nas. Nas is an American songwriter, rapper, and entrepreneur who called out Doja Cat in his song Ultra Black, a collaboration with Hit Boy, after she had been involved in controversy. Doja Cat came under massive fire after it was revealed that she had apparently been hanging out in white supremacy chat rooms and dissing her own South African heritage. While she tried to apologize, the controversy went on for a while, and Nas commented on it in his lyrics where he said, "We going ultra black, unapologetically black, the opposite of Doja Cat," clearly commenting on her apparent racism allegations. Doja Cat herself didn't offer much comment on the situation, taking to TikTok to sarcastically comment, "I'm so offended and upset by this song," while it played in the background. Nas attempted to deny any negative connotations to the lyrics, saying that he was just trying to find something to rhyme. Number 5, SZA. SZA is a famous American R&B singer who last year won an award with Doja Cat at the VMAs for Best Collaboration for their song Kiss Me More. So if they're winning awards together, why would she hate her? Well, this is actually about something that SZA's father had to say about Doja Cat. Instead of sharing his excitement for his daughter winning the award in 2021, he took to Instagram to share how furious he was at Doja for being unprofessional. Apparently upset about the fact that Doja hadn't really given his daughter a chance to speak at the podium. While many fans had noticed that she hadn't gotten a chance to speak, most just took to Twitter to share lighthearted jokes and didn't directly attack Doja. Since the post on his Instagram seemingly went viral, SZA's father privated his Instagram account trying to avoid the backlash. Hey, if you can't take the heat, maybe you should stay out of the kitchen.
Number 4, Lord Pharaoh. When Doja Cat left the Billboard Music Awards in March with a handful of new trophies to add to her already impressive collection, not everyone thought that she deserved to win. Summer Walker's boyfriend Lord Pharaoh hopped on his Instagram story to share his thoughts. Quote, Billboard explained to me how a pop artist, Doja Cat wins 2 R&B categories, and she has 1 R&B song ever? He went on to call out Billboard and said that the numbers don't lie, so how did she win? The rapper and stylist then tried to hype up his girlfriend instead by saying, quote, how did Summer Walker not win any R&B women categories? I'll wait. Well, it's true that Summer lost out on Top R&B Artist, Top R&B Female, and Top R&B Album to Doja Cat, but Farrah was really just reiterating what people have been saying about Doja's music now for a long time. Since she became mainstream, there have been countless debates about how her sound should be categorized. Farrah went on to say that Doja's an amazing pop artist, but R&B is R&B, and actual artists in that category should have won, because it's about respecting the culture. He even went on to accuse the award show of being rigged and posted the hashtag "Quit robbing our black queens." Clearly, he was not very supportive of her win.
Number 3. Jack Harlow. American rapper and frequent White Boy of the Month, Jack Harlow had an interesting interaction with Doja Cat. Well, maybe not actual beef, I'm sure he was left a little disappointed at Doja towards the whole scenario. On an Instagram live, the two shared some friendly banter before Harlow said, "I need to talk to you for a second." Jack went on to explain that fans thought they were dating because Doja's boyfriend looked like him. Doja immediately dipped from the conversation, saying that her wig was peeling off and she needed to deal with it. After she leaves, Harlow admits that he has a crush on her. Later he said that it was just the beginning of their friendship and now that he wouldn't do anything too silly and was playing it cool. Poor guy shot his shot, but unfortunately got turned down. We can only speculate on whether or not he still carries a flame for her.
Number 2. DJ Vlad. The podcast host went on No Jumper in 2020 and explained that after he posted an interview with Doja Cat, she reached out to him insisting that he take it down, and when he didn't, she blocked him. Vlad also went on the Off the Record podcast with DJ Academics, where he was asked if there was ever anyone he interviewed that immediately wanted the episode taken down. He immediately responded by saying Doja Cat. The interview in question was done a few years before she hit the mainstream, but it was only published on YouTube in 2020 at the height of her racist chat room scandal. After only a few days, the singer DM'd Vlad and requested that he take it down, and when he did not immediately respond, she just wrote, "It's like that, huh?" before blocking him. The podcast host even posted screenshots of the conversation as evidence. DJ Academics then jumped in with his own story about Doja and played a voice note that she sent him after he reported on her racism controversy. Quote, "She sent me a bunch of messages. It was weird. It was when I was covering the whole thing about like she was in some white supremacist chat rooms. So it looked like Doja was doing everything in her power to kill the story. But luckily the two hosts came with receipts." And coming in at number 1, Noah Schnapp. Yes, we absolutely have to talk about this one. The situation was just so bizarre, a lot of people can't seem to wrap their head around it. Doja Cat started beefing with Stranger Things star Noah Schnapp for revealing a private conversation in which the singer asked to be hooked up with his Stranger Things co-star, Joseph Quinn. A screenshot of their exchange went viral after it was shared by Noah in a deleted TikTok, much to Doja's annoyance. The 26-year-old singer then went live on TikTok, calling the 17-year-old's actions degrading, exploitative, and super embarrassing. She claimed that what he did was so unbelievably socially unaware and whack, even calling him a snake, saying that he shared information that she didn't feel comfortable with him sharing. So how did people respond to the drama? Well, everyone was surprised with just how hard Doja came down on the actor, given Noah's age and her history of flirting with celebrities online, because in previous tweets she openly expressed her attraction towards Joseph. People largely supported Noah in the feud, and although the two seem to be on better terms now, the drama showed the public a completely different side of Doja.